Let's return to Jamestown. Maxwell of the Birds there following that story of demolition of some structures there to make way for the construction of a fishing harbour. Maxwell, if you can hear me, what can you report from where you are?
Well, Ernest, the residents here are racing against time to salvage their last properties. The demolition team actually moved from a place about 200 meters away from where I'm standing to this place. So the structures you can see behind me, we have a church building here, and we have residents for, I think, quite about 20 people live there in that residence. And in that residence, I'm told that they are trying to take out their properties because they did not believe that the demolition would get to them. Although they had been informed, for some weeks now we are told they did not believe that it would get to them. But today, the team has reached here and they are trying to take away their take off their ceiling and then take them to another location. Now, this lectern you're seeing here actually belongs to a church. This church actually has had part of its properties, part of the structure has actually been demolished. We spoke to the head bastard who said he's only picking his cassock and then the Bible. He said he's not going to pick anything, although some church members were here earlier to help him pack out some of the church instruments. You can see them packed here on the right-hand side. The drums here, the keyboard here, the sound system. They've taken all of them out, but the pastor himself, head pastor of the church, came out and said that he's only living with a cassock and then his Bible, and said he's living everything to God. But when we speak to the authorities here, they tell us that this project is very, very important and has numerous benefits, for the residents. They talk about how the project itself has been postponed for many years because there wasn't, the political will was simply not there, to start the project. Even when you interact with the residents, they tell you that during, President John Mahama's era, there was a demolition here, nothing was started. During President Kufuor's era, there was a demolition here to start the Jamestown Fishing Harbour project, but nothing really, the project didn't take off, from the ground. They said it has been many years and many years of trying to start a project and demolishing properties here. So that is why some of them are not quite excited about it, because they think that it's just going to be another demolition and the project itself will not take off. I've been speaking to the chief fisherman here who tells me that the residents are not seeing the initial benefits and the need to demolish their properties. But he thinks that in the long term, they would definitely see the enormous benefits that this project is going to bring to them. So if you come here, usually on a weekday, you find people, doing business, you find fishing activities, going on. But that has all halted now as the residents are standing on this hill here. Some of them are behind me watching the demolition team as they go about bringing down the structures here, Ernest.
Yes, and Maxwell, yesterday when we spoke to the Coastal Development Authority, they denied that they weren't given enough notice, as the residents told us yesterday. Have you found out from them if indeed some of them were given notices at all, and if the issue of compensation came up in talks with them?
Well, if you speak to the residents, they tell you that they were not given any advance notice. But the authorities here on the ground tell us that they were informed. They were informed many weeks ahead before the team moved in here to bring down the structures. For now, we are told that we are thinking about a compensation package for them. But that will be difficult, mainly because many of them do not have the permits to actually stay here in the first place. One of the opinion leaders I spoke to said many of the people who live here are actually squatters who live in shacks here, so they really do not have the permit, to stay here. So going in to demolish their properties and then compensating them will be a difficult thing for them to do. So on the other side, the opinion leaders are saying that the residents were given enough notice. The residents on the other side, hand, are saying that they were not given advance notice and that this is coming as a surprise, to them. Let me try and see if they would want to speak to me. Ima, ofana minga boy. Ofana me alone. Ofana tato hotel. Ofana to be man teki. Ma, ofana camera me ohami. Ofana abonye amanye. Ake ababa kumobia na ake woloko ake woloko wata sitruka na bana kumobia e ka prepare kwa sikani kwa yedi pole tele tele ka wona ni bi fe akwa na kumo ni bi afite ni bi baba o ni bi fe bu asiri suye yansi yedi yo ye wo ko hia pole tele ki akole ta frate wo fe game bi jiwo ki akole ta frate shode na obu ade bi e wota wo da amaye o kala ko ni abapo eye egbe na bo wa manie alo akọ awoloko akeke gbe telo gbe jepo eye egbe na akọ awoloko ni eleka nu chubo ni wota